Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Adriana and I create videos in regards to, I decided that I really make videos in regards to a lot of things, but just to name a few, I do talk about inner child healing on this channel. I talk about mindset, which is very important. I also am a life coach, so I talk a little bit about some things that I may do in life coaching sessions, also certain things as me as a life coach has been through in order to prepare me, to be able to be a life coach. And again, anything with happiness, anything that I feel is essential and anything I feel is necessary to share. I have started a journey about a year ago, a journey of trying to find the truth and try to make sense of this amazing life and world that we live in. So I do share a little bit about those experiences, growth experiences, challenges, anything that I think is relatable that I know will ultimately help you. So if you think this is something that you will be interested in, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I post new videos. And I dare you to share this video as well if you think this will be helpful. Today, we're going to be talking about affirmations, and I can't wait. Let's get into the video. Okay, so if you have never tapped into the power of affirmations, I just want to let you know that you are missing out. And I have done affirmations for months now. Again, along this journey I'm taking to truth and just enjoying my life, changing my perspective and my mindset, I have tapped in to affirmations. And I started out waking up every single morning, doing my affirmations. And in 21 days, I'm not playing. I know everybody says 21 days. No, in 21 days, I started to see a dramatic difference in the way that I thought, the way that I acted, the way that I perceived myself, because my subconscious was listening. You know, your subconscious is always listening. So it was taking in those things. And how I did my affirmations, I woke up, I would take a shower, and I would do my affirmations in the shower. And there's different ways you can do your affirmations. Some people like to say them out loud. Some people prefer to say them in their mind. But I think the most effective way is to say your affirmations in the mirror. That way you're looking at yourself and hearing yourself at the same time. Say those very, very powerful affirmations, because we all know words have power. They can destroy somebody or they can lift somebody up. And that's not even just a Christian thing, that's just a life thing. So I started doing that, and for 21 days I repeated them and I felt good. Now sometimes I would do them in the mirror, but it was just how my day was set up. It was easier for me to kind of multitask, take my shower, do my affirmations. I have little ones, so you know, I was kind of, but throughout the day, when I get to that point, I'll tell you when I did them in the mirror. So I was listening to a girl, her name was Alana Fox, and I will link her affirmation below. It was very powerful. It was about 13 minutes and she covered everything. So wife, you know, being prosperous, being a good daughter, a good friend, you know, being responsible, just all of the wonderful affirmations that any female, any woman could use. So I wanted to find woman specific affirmations at first, and then I could always add to it. So if you can implement another 10 to 13 minutes in your day to do affirmations, trust me, it is amazing. And even for me, I was like, you know, oh, I'm beautiful, I am smart, I'm intelligent. And some of those things really just started to be more noticeable to me. And I'm like, well, it wasn't because I really made any changes. It was just my subconscious mind began to reprogram itself to want to compare myself or think that short hair isn't pretty, or that I needed long hair to be beautiful, or that I needed to have my face beat every single day, or I had to wake up and be perfect. Affirmations for me helped me understand that I'm a beautiful person, period, and I don't have to allow the opinions of others and anything to dictate that. It's my life, it's my perspective of me, and it was so impactful. I'm so grateful that I started doing my affirmations. Now, I was reading this book and it's called How Psychology Works. It's more like a textbook, and some people say that it takes 66 days to form a habit. And that's probably true, but start out and you'll see a difference in 21 days and continue for 66 days. And these affirmations will start spewing out of your mouth like nothing. And they remind me almost like a self-talk, because, if somebody says something or you go to work and your boss is like, you're such a bummer, or I can't believe I hired you, you're not as effective, and just anything negative, because bosses be bossing, and they get to work and they bring all their drama from home and they just want to spew it on their employees, and you could be the receiver, and that subconscious is always listening. So if your boss says anything negative, or friends or family or whatever the case is, you have the affirmations in your pocket. You can pull out and go, you know what, I am a great worker. I am going to be successful. I am going to get about this job, because ain't nobody going to be talking to me like that. So it is just very good to have. I use them all the time. I decided, though, being the way that I am, because I wanted to step it up a notch. I wanted it to be that affirmations were my go-to no matter what, because again, you're relying on other people to compliment you, to make you feel good. You're going to be waiting for a long time. So if you can develop your self-talk or your affirmations and have them in your back pocket, you can pull them out whenever. So I started out with the morning affirmations. Then after the 21 days, I'd say probably around 45, I decided to download an app, and I'm going to put that information in the description. And I love the app because it would randomly send me, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can pick the frequency in which the affirmations come every single day. And I would say I probably got anywhere from 8 to 10. And as I saw them, I said them out loud a couple times. So now I have the morning affirmations plus the random throughout the day affirmations. So my mood has just been so wonderful, because it's like almost before I was going to feel in my bag and not be like happy anymore for a second, I was like, I am reaching my goals. I am better today than I was yesterday. I am a divine human being. And that always picked me up. Or sometimes it will come right after something where I was like, ding, you know what? Absolutely. Yes, I'm good. Quick. And then we don't have to stay in our feelings long, because affirmations remind us. And I know a lot of times I'll say this is funny, because I was that person too. At first starting, I'm like, so I'm supposed to say things that I don't believe that I am, or know that I am at that moment, and say it confidently. But yes, and I'm gonna try not to butcher it, but I came up with this statement that resonated with me, and the importance of saying your affirmations. And it was something like, say it, repeat, hold on, I'm gonna butcher it, you guys. Say it, repeat it, believe it. Say it like you mean it. One day you will be it, and be so glad you did it. You may have to replay that, because I'm not about to try to butcher that again. But that was so powerful to me, because I'm like, if I say it and I repeat it, all I have to do is believe it. And then one day I'm going to be it. And I'm going to be so happy that I've been able to be that person by simply saying affirmations. So that is super, super powerful. Now, I know I talked about different resources that you can have, as far as listening to the one lady that I'm going to share with you guys in the description box. But again, I took it up a notch. So I had morning, I had throughout the day, and then I even had it at nighttime when I was sleeping, because I'm like, my subconscious is always listening. So it's like I almost have to combat with all the stuff that it's taking in throughout the day. Now, some people may go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't fall asleep with nothing in my ears. I can't fall asleep with nothing besides TV. I can't fall asleep with anything that I can't trust ain't gonna be trying to get me on the other side. Well, first of all, if you're falling asleep with TV, hello, you definitely can fall asleep with affirmations, because guns is probably going off, ads are going off telling you to eat more food and take this drug and, do all this horrible things. So if you can do that, you can replace it with something positive for your subconscious. Because I don't know if you've noticed, if you fall asleep listening to TV, you may wake up in the morning ready to knock somebody out, and you're like, where is this energy coming from? Falling asleep to an action-filled movie with a lot of guns, killing and shooting. Just saying hello. So doing that. Now, what I would suggest is, if you find one that sounds kind of good, don't fall asleep to it right away. Give it a week. Look at the comments. You want to make sure that Nobody's trying to put any subliminal things in there, because they do actually have some that have subliminal messages, but I want to suggest doing those ones unless they say, hey, this has a subliminal message saying that you will be successful, you will be prosperous, but still, it's your life. Do your research. Or what you can also do, which I've done, is I've recorded my voice, my lovely voice, doing affirmations. And if you're like, that sounds like a good idea, but what affirmations do I use? How do I develop a list of affirmations that will resonate with me? I'm so glad you asked. Well, what I would suggest is two things. The affirmations, if you download the app that you get throughout the day, write them down. So get an affirmation journal. Journaling is amazing. Get you an affirmation journal, and the ones that pop up that resonate with you, if you like them, write them down and just start making a list. And you may have 35, 40, maybe 100. And then you record yourself saying that, and then you can create a video where it's lapsing, and it can repeat over and over again, and you can fall asleep like a baby knowing that there's no subliminal, because it's your voice and you know what's being said. Another thing that you can do is think about all the things that you're like, I wish I could be like this. Or you tell people, man, I wish I could be prosperous, wish I had some more money, I wish I was more successful. Those are your affirmations. Put those down, write those down. And then instead of saying, I'm not these, or just leaving them as things you want to do, put I am, or however it resonates with you. Because I know sometimes people like I am. Some people like I vibrate, or I exude. I think that's the right word. Yeah, exude, however it fits with you. I don't mind I am, because some people say I'm beautiful, I am light. Some people say light is within me, love is all around me, I am lovable, I am worthy. Whatever resonates with you is your affirmations. It's wonderful. But I would say that my life without affirmations was completely tacky. It was horrible. And I'm like, why did I not tap into this sooner? But again, I didn't tap into it sooner because instead of using affirmations, I was using scripture, which is a little bit harder to memorize sometimes, and it's not as specific. To me, I'm a child of God. Okay, that's fine. Or Jesus loves me. That didn't really do much for me either, but I am divine. I am a wonderful human being. I, have source, and I'm connected to source energy. I am everything that I need to be. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. I have everything I need within me. Are y'all writing these down? Because these are some powerful ones. Just saying, I'm throwing out some gems and things for you to write down. It's a cheat sheet. But yeah, so just practice affirmations as often as you can. And then again, once the 66 days where that habit is formed, you'll just begin to see how much they come up and they help you. And I mean, even from confidence, like I am confident. A lot of people may not be confident. I'll be up here being confident, and nothing's wrong with that. And people are going to say what they're going to say, like, oh, you seem a little bit more confident. I've been practicing, and you are able to create the affirmations that are suitable for you. Now, last thing I will say, and I'm gonna get out your way, I like to rhyme, just so y'all know, is affirmations are powerful for children. I had this conversation with my son the other day, and he's like, I don't like affirmations. And I was thinking, what? But I get it. He's only 8. He just thinks it's nonsense. But I told him, you are so fortunate because I didn't have affirmations taught to me or exposed to me when I was a child. I said, but with your age, you're in school and kids can be mean. Kids can be mean. I'm like, if you have affirmations and you're practicing them, you are going to be so powerful. These kids who want to say different things to you or say negative things, if you know who you are going to be fine. So he kind of was like, I didn't think about it like that. So yes, teach your children affirmations. I will link some of the affirmation channels, of course, on YouTube that I use for my son, and they have a nice little beat to it. And because I also have a daughter, the beats are good, and she's listening. Her subconscious is tapping in, although she is too young to know what's going on. She's also going to be set up even better and before my son because she's learning at 1. So affirmations are super, super important, especially with your children going to school, especially if you can be honest with yourself and know your children have self-image issues or whatever the case is. Tap tap into affirmations. And I mean, you can specify them from being a mother to being a wife to being anything, a business owner, an entrepreneur. Affirmations are universal, transferable. They are overall powerful. All right, guys, thank you so much for tapping in and tuning into this video, and I will see you in the next one. And hey, before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe.